Baldwin Kids Podcast, a space dedicated to discussing current events, mental health, and nerdy pursuits. I am the cerebral K.
And I'm the individual Vesta. I mean, it worked.
I even gave your ass
a
fucking adjective.
We can save it for next time.
You know what? I'm just going to start coming up with V adjectives for you.
Voluminous.
Voluptuous.
Velvet.
Vivacious. Vivisected.
Ew. Such a weird word.
Virtuous. Vehement. Virulent.
Vagina.
Boy. Anyway.
Hello.
So, hey y'all, happy Halloween. How you doing?
Boo bitch.
I tried to do my best Stephen Price at the beginning. Was it Stephen Price? No.
Vincent Price?
Thank you. I knew it was something disyllabic and the last name was Price.
Who the fuck is Stephen Price?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Googling that.
No, you know what happened?
Huh?
We were talking about Steven Universe characters on the way here, and my brain kind of did the thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, my best Vincent Price, just without the laugh, cause I'm just warning y'all now, Jennifer is trying to rear her ugly head again.
And I have a headache.
So I will try my best to mute my mic as need be. But in the meantime and the between time, yeah, I don't know what's going on with me. My body hates me this week. I think it's just because like the seasons are changing.
Seasons change.
Boy, you were gonna get your short ass husband you were gonna get your short husband to try to copyright us.
I mean, hey, then I get to see him in court and dress like some like widower or whatever.
Come in with a veil.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I absolutely would do that. Anyway, what are we talking about today? Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. What are we talking about?
So we're gonna be right out the gate with our rapid fire section.
Oh, the volume's still up.
You scared yourself a little bit.
Okay, so what happened on the Jesse J?
So what had happened was
what happened on the Jesse J?
Anyway, we're gonna just run through two quick things, one positive, one negative, one positive, in that order. So the pigs are starting to get hip to something that Google's had out for ages now, where
y'all late.
Google Maps users can mark traffic, or I'm sorry, red light cameras and such, or speed traps. That's the word I'm looking for.
But they can also do the cops thing, right, where the police are sitting.
Maybe. I think people have just been marking where cops are sitting as speed traps.
Yeah.
Because I mean, frankly, and cops are mad about it. And I'm like,
why? Why?
I thought your job was to protect and serve, not to collect ticket revenue. Interesting.
I mean, but fucking Waze has had that for ages, where you can mark where the police are sitting for everyone to fucking see.
Exactly. So
y'all late.
Y'all late and tired. Goodbye. Anyway.
Goodbye.
Second, do you know who Jacob Tabia is?
No.
They are a non-binary activist who actually recently got cast in She-Ra and the Princesses of Power.
I feel like I should know who that character is.
Oh, so Vesta's currently looking them up.
Wait, who is that? Oh, shit.
Yeah, they're a shapeshifter.
Oh, I'm into that.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
And like I said, is voiced by Jacob Tabia. Jacob Tabia is a, and I hope I'm saying their last name right. Yeah, see, that's them.
I'm into it.
But yeah, they are the voice of Double Trouble, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm into that.
All right, so moving on to our Democrips and our Bloodlikins, because woo, there's a lot going on.
Surprisingly, after like weeks of nothing.
Yeah. It was. I guess it was bottlenecking or something, because we were just like, I don't know what to talk about. And then everybody was like, let me just fuck up on
just
main.
Nonstop.
Okay, quick thing, just like to add on to our rapid fire that I actually forgot to put on the outline. Can we talk about how Anita got booed at the World Series Game 5? with chants of "Lock him up! Lock him up! Lock him
I like how they
up!"
cut that out on TV.
And he looked like he went from his normal like fake
He was like,
color
He
to
was like-
progressively looking redder and redder. And Melania was looking like, I mean, Botox froze her face into a halfway smile anyway, but she looked like, she was like, I feel bad, but I should smile. I'm trying to be best.
oh,
That was not
alright.
intended to be accented. It kind of came
I
out.
love my husband, Barack Obama. Because she tries to copy Michelle and everything she does because she's the greatest.
Oh.
Anyway.
Don't you mean Michelle Obama?
No.
He hail. Anyway, so let's start with actually another quick thing that will lead us into our Democrats and Republicans. Bitch McConnell got bodied with a single sidestep.
He got Aretha so bad.
Beautiful gowns.
No. When Patty was trying to shake her hand and Aretha was like, shoot, to the next person, he got Aretha so bad.
Oh my God. That was one of Cummings' relatives, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and I was having some trouble finding the guy's name that actually did it. But like, just casually was shaking hands.
Skip.
Saw the turtle.
Skip.
Didn't want to get snapped, so kept going. Oh, actually, no, that sounds like I'm supporting him, and I'm not.
Supporting who?
McConnell.
Oh.
And no, I'm not, for the record. I can't stand him, and I will literally be throwing a party when he dies. And that sounds petty. I do not care. This man is somehow still in office and has made it his job to obstruct Barack Obama at every turn possible when Obama was president, and is now trying to help and open. You know what? That's.
On that note,
let's move on to something more impactful than a old ass turtle.
Yeah.
So in this whole impeachment proceeding thing,
I keep forgetting that was happening.
it's happening, and I will go and get a whole ass bottle of champagne when it actually does come to fruition. So there was a closed door impeachment deposition in an electronically clean room, like no cell phones, no recording equipment, nothing. But yeah, I think there might have been like somebody on a
Thing to
like
transcript thing.
Yes, thank you. I couldn't think of the word.
Transcriber, a scribe,
Yeah,
a scribe.
but yeah, are we speaking Spanish? Like I know I was doing some Spanish to get buzzed in, but like like hello, abrí la puerta.
Hello.
Abrí la puerta, por favor.
Hello. Hello out there. Does anybody want a wife? Anyway, yeah. So then what happened?
A smooth 24 Republicans decided to Sparta kick the door open.
No, they didn't. No. Please don't. Are you exaggerating?
Slightly.
Okay, I was gonna say, listen.
Bitch,
They bust
please.
the doors down.
Bitch, please. Half of them are too old to get their feet past higher than a stair. Never mind. Let me not get into that. But they basically burst into a closed door, clean room. And when I say clean, like I said, no electronics. With on cell phones in hand, basically obstructing the fuck out of it. And I'm just over here like, y'all, I have said this since early on in the show. I said this on my first really fiery rant. Just be better politicians.
Really
like,
dumb.
do you know who's a Republican that I would actually probably vote for if they ever decided to get into politics?
Who?
Anna Navarro.
Oh yeah, I forgot about her.
She's an outspoken Republican, but at the same time is like, this is not what Republican values are supposed to be.
Yeah, like this
Like,
is dumb.
y'all are
dumb.
trash.
Y'all are so dumb.
Y'all are really dumb. For real. But like, they basically bust in, did all sorts of screaming, hooting, and hollering, and try to mess up everything going on in that dancery, and I'm not here for it. All that hateration, holleration.
In this dancer.
And you know what the best part? There has not been a single arrest. Meanwhile, Jane Fonda and old dude from The Good Place both got arrested for climate protests.
Right. Yeah, that was a thing.
Like, I want to know, how are the progressives, the leftists and stuff, how are we the weak ones when we're trying to do things by the book and you bitches are trying to do anything but in order to maintain your power? Like, take the L, learn from it, be better politicians.
Shake off your wigs and go.
And that's the thing that bothers me to no end. Like, I will gladly and openly support Republican candidates for things if they weren't trash.
I support anybody if they're not stupid.
Exactly. Like, if AOC was on all of her same platforms and a Republican, I would still be not a fan, but I'd be a supporter. I'd be in favor of her. Hear me out.
No, I was going to say something shady.
But, like, y'all are rigging elections, rewriting or redrawing county lines and stuff so that way you can maintain your power. Why?
It's not working. Yeah.
You know what?
But yeah.
Let me see, because I actually took a quote from the Chicago Tribune about this, because I was trying to be, like, extra professional and shit.
Oh.
So excuse me while I get my newscaster voice on.
Excuse me while I just ignore it. Go on.
Bitch. Anyway, lawmakers described a chaotic scene. Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Democrat from Florida, said she had just walked into the room when Republican lawmakers blew past Capitol police officers and Democratic staffers. The staff member who was checking identification at the entrance was basically overcome by the Republicans, she said. Literally, some of them were just screaming about the president and what we're doing to him and that we have nothing and just all things that were supportive of the president, Wasserman Schultz said. So, if he's done nothing wrong, why the hell are y'all being so loud about it?
Right.
If he's done nothing... Here's the thing, like with Hillary and the whole Benghazi thing, she sat and got questioned for a smooth 11 hours and got found to be, free of wrongdoing.
Right.
If you're not doing anything wrong, then why don't you let the facts speak for themselves?
Yeah, that's that on that.
Yeah. Moving on, Fuckerberg is getting bodied. Get me bodied. I want to be myself tonight. Don't you see my body? I want to be myself tonight. Anyway, so
that's one of the most weirdest. That's one of the most weirdly produced songs by Beyonce.
The thing is, like, I don't remember too much of the rest of the song, but like that splitting harmony like that, I love.
It's a very vocal song because there's not much else in there. It's just the drums. That wasn't shady. I'm just saying there's like
drums, claps,
and then,
cymbals.
Hey. That's it. And then she lets the vocals speak for herself because she's actually vocally talented.
Unlike what some people think.
Right. Y'all really do come for Beyonce as if she's not Beyonce.
Naomi Campbell, walk. Anyway.
That is the live version, excuse me.
No, that is the extended version.
That's right. I forgot the extended version existed. I'm not a fan of the gay Beyonce album like everybody else is.
Which one is that?
The one that gave me body was on. What is that for? No, B-Day. Yeah, B-Day. B-Day is the gay Beyonce album. What? Am I?
Fuck.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah.
And of course, it's one of my favorites.
Wow. Bitch, you don't say.
Bitch, anyway.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you're surprised like me.
So anyway, Mark Zuckerberg is getting just like dragged on
it's not very hard.
C-SPAN.
It's really not very hard.
And I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Because Congresswoman Beatty, like, I wish we could actually pull the audio from her video of her basically going, okay, did you read the packet that I sent you long enough ago that you should be able to have read it all through multiple times now and know the answers to what I'm saying? Oh? And he's just going, Congresswoman, I'll take that as a no. Next question. Like, let me see, because I've actually got notes here. She called him out for milquetoast as diverse representation behavior, asking him stuff like, you've got all these monies being handled and stuff, and you said that you were going to be using more diverse companies to handle these monies. Is that, do you actually, how many actually diverse companies do you have handling the money? Congresswoman, I'll take that as I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. The thing is, though, is that, like, and people are commenting, like, she didn't even give him a chance to answer. Yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
Because she was like, she flat out, hang on. She finished it with blah, 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 yes or no. I just need a yes or no. Congresswoman, I'll take that as a no.
On top of the fact that you're in front of Congress, boy.
Like, put some respect.
Like, if your answers ain't coming out like that, it's an I don't know. You're in Congress.
Like,
or you're in front of Congress.
Act the fuck like it.
Right. Like, bitch, this ain't you fucking frat buddies.
Exactly. Or, your completely white friend group, which I'm sure is the actual case. AOC, I don't know who came first, Congresswoman Beatty or AOC, but they both were like, sir.
They were like, excellent neck for dinner. Excellent
bitch.
Neck. Excellent neck we're having.
Oh my god. Did anybody try the deck? The deck was lovely. AOC was like, I'm just trying to see how far I can push this. So let's just say that I'm running for office and I want to publish blah 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 blah, and it's packed full of completely fallacious stuff. Do you plan on actually fact checking things that would be posted? Okay, I'll take that as an I don't know.
Damn, he was doing them Christina Aguilera runs and responses.
Ooh, he was doing the Christina Aguilera without auto-tune response.
Well, let's not knock her completely, because she was talented at some point. I don't know when that was, but she was talented.
Hey, when they covered Patti LaBelle.
Who covered Patti LaBelle?
That was Patti LaBelle. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
Isn't that Mariah? That was Mariah.
That was Maya,
that's right.
Pink, Lil' Kim before she thought she was a little Spanish girl, and Christina.
Oh, that's right. I only know one of those people.
Which, by the way...
I'm sorry. I only know two of those people.
On a pop culture related note, I don't know who Kim got to do her makeup on her last public appearance, but that whoever did her makeup needs to be hired forever.
Yeah.
Because she actually looked... Like, you could still tell that she had a bunch of...
No, let's not pretend that it's the makeup artist, because she asked for them to go lighter. Let's not pretend that she doesn't have problems with her complexion and being dark. That's a whole different subject for a whole other time, though.
Yeah. But let me see. But AOC just kept coming for it. I'll just come back for seconds.
Yeah, this is a whole buffet.
And
a whole buffet. Granite City who?
Like, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to find the link for that video. Mm-hmm. If I can find the links for these videos, we'll try to post them either in the...
That's going on Facebook.
Yeah, we're going to either try to post them in the group, post them on the show notes, or put them on our Facebook page, which, like and follow. What was that?
Just so fast you can't. Oh, I was going to say, I forgot you remembered the button.
Mm-hmm. Anyway. But yeah, AOC came for his neck. Congresswoman Beatty came for his neck. I'm here for both of these things because fuck Mark Zuckerberg.
And we're just having neck for dinner.
Like, the only reason I'm honestly still...
And Scout for dessert.
Pretty much. Yeah. The only reason I'm actually still on that raggedy-ass blue app is because, A, I've got hundreds of friends on there that I don't have anywhere else. And B, that's where I get the majority of my news.
I just like it for the memes at this point.
Half of which
I like the dodo. Like, I watched the animal videos.
Oh,
remember?
yeah.
Like, that's about it.
I'm a sucker for animals.
Yeah, like, if I'm in a bad mood, it's just like abandoned puppy finds new home videos. Yeah, those always get me. Yeah, same. Except times 1,000 because I'm a Pisces.
I agree.
Thank you.
Why are you constantly on this?
Thank you.
Why are you on this?
I like to draw. Come on, Harmony.
Anyway,
okay.
So that's just like a quick thing about what's going on in the state of this country right now.
Yeah.
We're not going to really talk too much about the actual impeachment proceedings yet until it starts like really moving, because right now they're still doing closed door shit.
Yeah, they're trying to hold off. Like, I feel like they're really trying to like hold it off until it's like his term is out.
Like, bitch, I will be cackling when he.
I think it's impeached like 3 days before his fucking term is over or something. That'd be wild.
Bitch. Oh shit! I had something for that. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so we're gonna move on to our Around the World segment. Which
Also, if y'all don't put respect on Daft Punk's name, I will come for you and I will end you. Go on.
my roommate and I were actually unpacking to Discovery on
That
vinyl.
should be the greatest album of all time. Oh, it's one of the greatest albums ever made, honestly. One of the greatest.
Okay, I was gonna say because you know what
For
else?
me, it's probably the greatest. But
you know what else needs to be up there though?
what?
To Pimp a Butterfly.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
Can you imagine if Daft Punk and K-Dot collabed? What would that sound like? Like
That's what it would sound like.
It would sound like what Yeezy.
Also,
Yeah, true. That would sound like what Yeezus tried to be. Girl,
I'm sorry. Who?
I gotta talk about that later. Anyway, go on.
boy. All right, so for our Woo Chile.
Woo, Chile, Argentina, Alabama.
So
Buttons. What happened? Oh.
So Chile is having a grand old time.
Yeah.
Actually, I've got notes.
Oh, come on, bitch.
They're-
Work, bitch.
They're not even on the same planet as fucking around with all the shit that's happening there.
No.
Like, it's stuff that I wish we would do as a country. Be like, okay, collectively, fuck all this shit. We're restarting.
Yep.
Like, I wish we could do
I
that.
mean, it's
White
in
people are
the
too busy being
books. They just want to ignore it.
white people are too busy being attached to white supremacy, so it's probably not going to happen here.
That's really the main reason a lot of progressive shit doesn't happen. Like,
Because
they'll
white-
talk about it, and they'll just like say it.
And then they learn that it's not going to affect them positively.
Yep. And they're like, oh, okay, we'll just keep saying it in our fucking
We'll sing
weird furry
we'll
group
sing
chats.
Kumbaya and save the planet, but continue to dump sludge into the rivers. Anyway, so they're not even on the same planet as fucking around, and are trying to flip the country upside down to get this bitch going again. Protesting the president being trash. Sound familiar? The subway costing too damn much.
I don't know how much
And
the
minimum
subways
wage being
cost.
pennies.
Minimum wage is pennies. Oh.
And I'm like, I'm ready for a riot. Like, bitch, I have some old t-shirts that I can throw out, and some Everclear, and a branch. I can have a torch.
I'm gonna say, are you trying to build a fucking Molotov cocktail? 'Cause I'm into that.
I mean, I can make a Molotov cocktail. It would not be issue.
Okay, so what we're not doing is that. So,
Buttons.
I saw like videos of it.
I
It's
did
kind
too.
of scary.
I see. It's scary, but at the same time,
Yeah, true.
let's see. Because here, I've got the Wikipedia article here. The 2019 Chilean protests are ongoing civil protests throughout Chile in response to a raise in the Santiago Metro subway fare, increased cost of living, prevalent inequality in the country. The protests began in Chile's capital, Santiago, as a coordinated fare evasion campaign by secondary school students, which led to spontaneous takeovers of the city's main train stations and open confrontations with the Chilean police. So they started off by jumping the turnstiles, and it's gone from that to be like, you know what? Fuck this too!
Break the turnstile.
I'm here for it.
Same.
They're like, okay, you presidential bitch, be gone. Lower. You need to either lower the rates or make it free. We need to actually make enough to live in this fucking country. That sounds oddly familiar.
Yeah, we just don't want to do anything about it.
Familiar? Why does that sound familiar? Familiar. Let's burn this bitch down.
This bitch
And then there's stuff going on in China, but I couldn't find the notes that I had because Facebook was a raggedy bitch, and as I reached for the share button, it vanished.
refreshed. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's always great.
I even had a joke for it too.
I see it and I don't understand it.
You don't get it?
No.
You don't remember the Bugaboo roll call?
Oh.
China, 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 yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like, Ariana?
There would have been yeah at the end of that.
True.
But yeah, no. I wish I had more notes on it. I do want to keep up with China and Hong Kong. Can we keep hitting them where it hurts though?
True.
Like, can we start using Hello Kitty as
Oh, we
a
got to talk about
protest?
that too. We got to talk about those protests, something that happened.
Oh, what?
Mulan, remember? I shared that with you. Did I not share that with you?
No.
Oh, girl. All right. We talk about that later.
Okay.
Nerd section.
I'm here for
Because,
it.
girl,
Okay.
Disney done fucked up.
So, all right. So we're going to move on to our Palette, Cleonce, Giselle knows Carter.
I am the Nala, Sister Maruba, Oshun Kujiba. I am the mother.
You need to, before Parkwood just comes to be like, ooh.
I was too out of key, they wouldn't recognize that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like Jay-Z singing it or anything.
Oh.
Bitch. Anyway. So Regina King is out here flourishing.
True.
Like, starting off being a bad bitch on Watchmen, the TV series.
The TV series for Watchmen?
Yeah, there's a TV series on HBO called Watchmen.
Like the comic book characters?
Yeah.
Really?
I forget if it's in the same universe or like takes place before or after the movie.
Probably reboot. But yeah.
But they came out the gate not even playing around. Because they started off with a semi-truthful retelling of the Tulsa massacre.
Ooh.
Which, don't get it twisted, bitch, it wasn't a riot. It was y'all white people declaring that us niggas wasn't good enough to have enough money, so you burnt everything down.
Hello.
Let's keep it a buck and keep it accurate.
Right.
Cause
y'all had bombs.
Y'all
bombed it.
Had bombs dropped on actual American
y'all bombed
citizens.
it. Yeah. So.
Oh no, but we'll be talking about white nonsense in our next later on.
True.
Also, she landed her first gig as a film director for a movie involving Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, Sam Cooke, and Jim Brown, all set in 1964 Miami.
Mm-hmm. That should be some Grand Theft Auto like shit.
I cannot wait.
It's gonna be lit. I'm here for it.
As am I.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything was so trash this past little bit that's actually all I've got for our palette, Cleonce.
Giselle knows Carter.
Unless you've got anything. Oh! I posted about this on the Facebook group. This is just something funny that I saw. Simone Biles.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
She was like, you know what? Let me just flex all 4'8" of my talent.
You know
this
ain't black enough for me.
You know what? Backflip twist.
You know what? This isn't this. I don't.
Can we talk about how tiny she is? Cause she like.
I mean, we're like 6 feet tall, so most.
No, like she is legally a dwarf.
Oh, really?
Like the definition of it at an adult age, if you are under 4'10", she's 4'8".
Oh yeah.
Like she walked up to one of the baseball players and came up to like rib cage on him.
Amazing.
And I'm like, I stand because she's the greatest gymnast to ever, and your fave who?
I'm sorry. Who?
The fucking
Christine is just legendary for that. Anyway.
But yeah, she just was like, I'm just gonna flip and then throw the first pitch because I'm here for it. Mm-hmm. But in Tihue, that is actually it for our first section.
I bet. So we got some scary shit.
Okay.
All right. Well, so this is throwbacks to the first album I ever made.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I don't know whether I want to do the chill one first or the scary one first. I'm gonna do the chill one first. This song. What is this song called? This is Japanese.
Is this one
vocal cord paralysis? That's what it's called.
Interesting.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with what the song's about.
Okay, so then let me just hit that Vincent Price. So, as always, get into it, get your life, and we will be back.
Nope.
And welcome back.
Hi, bitch.
So-
Boo, bitch. There we go.
See, I'm trying to be actual scary over here, and you're just like,
Boo, bitch.
you're just... By the way,
Yeah.
please tell me you got that tweet I sent you.
Which one? No, you just... Wait. Which one? Oh. Attention.
Bitch, did you see how she was coming up with holding the phone like this?
Attention.
Attention.
The attention really got me. The attention is what got me.
Bitch,
Fuck the rest of that.
there are things on Twitter that I need to show you during our next break.
Same.
Because I just thought about it. Oh my god. Anyway. I'm going to end up sending myself into cracking the fuck up, and I'm trying to be semi-serious. Welcome back, y'all. We're going to move on to our mental health key. Which, as always, starts off with our little disclaimer. Vesta and I are two loudmouths with some recording software, some mics, and a touch of experience about navigating towards better mental health. We talk about these things to do our part to combat the stigma around them. We are not mental health professionals in any way, so please, please, please take what we say with a whole pumpkin of salt.
Thank you. There's only one acceptable measurement for that. 'cause
What?
it's
I could have said a
Halloween.
witch's hat.
No, a cauldron of salt. Anything else.
A cauldron?
Of salt.
Or a pumpkin?
Yeah. It's duosyllabic. Is that a word? Yeah.
A witch hat assault?
Yeah.
That just sounds like you're getting assaulted by a witch hat.
Good pun. All right. So what are we talking about?
White nonsense.
White people. Cool. I have a lot to say about you crackers. Ooh.
Where is it? Nah, you know what? Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what buttons they are. Anyway, so this has been kind of stewing in the back of my mind for a while, and I'm sure we're gonna ultimately end up losing a couple of listeners for this.
Oh, yeah. It's going to
But
be
the
great.
thing is that when we walked into making this podcast, we primarily walked into it with the mentality of the black gaze
TM.
and the black gaze as well. You know, pick which one you want.
Ooh.
But in that light, there are things that are going to affect us as black individuals in this country that will never affect a single white person in this country.
Oh.
Die mad about it. No, die. Make room.
Die.
Please make some room. So with that in mind, so let me tell you about how this bitch tried me when I went to the clinic on Sunday. So this nurse had the caucasity to, like, I set an appointment for noon. I came into the clinic at 10 till, signed in, sat down about 11:53, 11:54. Probably could have been a little bit earlier to that appointment. But whatever. It's probably better that I was actually closer to, on time. Because clearly she the fuck wasn't. Because I sat there for a smooth hour and a half of Beyonce's time.
No. Oh, my God.
And then when she was like, okay, I'll be seeing you in just a minute. Some white dude walks in and starts fumbling with this machine, with the sign-in machine for a second, because he didn't know what the fuck happened, and clearly, thought that he could just walk the fuck in. Like, no, bitch, get an appointment like the rest of us. And then she lets him in her office and shuts the door. She let him in the office and shut the door. Bitch, do you know how close... Bitch! Yeah, bitch, you know how close I was to going...
You big, fat, white, nasty, smelling, fat bitch.
At her. Because I've been waiting there for 92 minutes. All
Girl.
I needed to do, because I knew exactly what was wrong with me, and I'm not telling y'all what was wrong with me. Y'all don't need to know my medical history or whatever. But like, I knew what was wrong with me, and I was literally walking in, paying $90 goddamn for to be like, look, I know what I have. You can poke at me if you want, but I know what I have. I've seen this a million times before. Just give me some antibiotics so I can go. And like expected, antibiotics, and I left. But the fact that she said, "I'll be seeing you in just a second," and then fucking
Let the cracker in. Yeah.
Reginald walks the fuck in, like, "Oh, hi. Oh, sure, come in my office."
Aka, excuse me?
I'm sorry. What?
I'm sorry, who? I'm sorry, where?
Okay. But I guess, like, just talking about being overshadowed, disregarded, seen as less than because we are bliggity black.
Yep.
And I've started to notice, like, things where I'm not being as, like, let me put it this way. If I'm in line at a grocery store and a black woman's behind me, I don't care how much she has, she can go in front of me.
Yep.
On the other hand, if it's Rebecca, oh, tragic. You can finish your
Tragic.
that may sound vaguely discriminatory, but at the same time, I'm tired of getting glanced at the grocery store with my 4 or 5 items, and Becky in front of me has a whole ass cart and her gremlin running around the store with a dirty ass diaper stanking up the whole aisle. Looks at me at what I've got and then turns back around and continues to stand in line. I have 3 items.
All right, bitch.
Anyway, like, let me not get too in depth because y'all are gonna be like, that's reverse racism.
That always got me.
Oh, so you admit that racism actually only
Right. It's just like, so you acknowledge that. Cool work.
It's so exhausting being black in America and actually knowing what's going on. You know what? I actually saw a really good analogy for this. You know how when you were a kid and you were riding along in the car with your parents or whatever, and you could just be like, la da da, la da 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 da, and not be too worried about what was going on unless something extreme happens? It's the same way with starting to pay attention to what's going on. Because as you become an adult, you realize that it's not always little things happening, because you're sitting there driving and you got the car going, but you'll be concerned about the bill, you're concerned about the jackass that's on your tail, you're concerned about that semi that you see out the corner of your eye trying to get on the highway and go on a smooth 20 miles above where they're supposed to be going. All sorts of stuff like that. But the main reason that I wanted to actually talk about something like this was Kirk Franklin, of all people. We need a revolution, or you want a revolution himself.
Right.
Stomp himself.
I hate that.
That was low-key a bop, though.
I've never heard it.
I'm sorry, who?
Yeah, I'm not a church girl, I'm sorry.
I'm not either, but sometimes...
I mean, you were raised a little heavier in it than I was, I feel like. Because my hedonistic ass...
See, and...
Hedonistic.
Heathenistic ass?
Yeah. What's hedonistic?
Hedonistic?
Yeah, what is that?
That is taking pleasure in pleasure, basically.
All right, yeah, I'm that too.
Enjoying everything. Have you never watched, like, Futurama and seen Hedonism Bot? Where he's literally, like, part of him is made to be a chaise and he just loves feeding himself.
Y'all are really gonna hate me. I've never watched Futurama in my entire life.
You should. It's actually a really good show.
I didn't know for the longest time it was made by the people that made The Simpsons. I'm like, oh, okay, so it actually might be funny.
Oh, there's a couple points in that show where, like, you want to scream cry.
Oh, laughing?
No.
Oh, like crying.
Like, this is
cool.
supposed to be a comedy show. How the fuck dare you?
Yeah. Okay. I have a couple things to mention really quick.
Do we want to talk about what Kirk Franklin was on about, though?
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
Totally about to steal your thunder.
You couldn't steal this thunder. As I slap my legs because
No.
Anyway, so Talcum X posted a video of Kirk Franklin talking about the Dove Awards.
The what?
Basically, the Christian Grammys.
Oh.
Okay.
Cool.
So he won an award in 2016 and used part of his speech to call attention to Philando Castile and who was the other one? I want to say it was either Terrence Crutcher or I can't even think of the name of the guy in Minneapolis.
Because there's been too many.
There's been so many. But he was talking about how he brought, used part of his speech to bring that to light. Come to find out that when he actually went and watched the broadcast version of the award show, guess what got cut out?
That.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
He won another award this year. Oh, and let me take a step back. And he said that he tried to talk to the people in charge, or excuse me, the Caucasians in charge,
Of course.
because there's clearly a difference between Christian music and gospel music.
What?
Because Christian is always coded as Toby Mac and David Crowder.
Don't know any of them.
And Hillsong United.
Yeah, don't know.
And worship chord people.
I'm not aware.
Whereas gospel is, Mary
Black.
Donnie McClurkin, Yolanda Adams, Kirk Franklin.
That reminds me of just like the
What
Grammys.
Kanye
That
thinks
reminds
he
me of the
is.
Grammys and the Oscars, where they had, what was it like? Remember whatever genre it was, and then black in front of it for the black people. Like it was like pop and then black pop single.
Way back when, before that was really, before people were like,
It wasn't way back when, because the Purple Rain had that.
Can we just stand Prince for
was
half a
not.
second? He just got his award, walked up.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And then walked the fuck back off.
And they were like, Lionel Richie was cackling. Lionel Richie was dying.
Bitch,
was
I
one of
would
my
have
favorite
been
reactions.
too.
He was like, bitch. But yeah, I don't go on.
But
He won the award this year.
he won the award this year and used it to bring attention to Tatiana Jefferson. I keep forgetting if it's Jefferson or Jackson. I want to say it's Jefferson. And guess what they did again?
Cut it out.
Yeah, they cut it out.
Well,
Clearly, these quote unquote Christians are okay with us dying in droves by the hands of cops that their taxes pay for. I mean, it's not like we brought most of the life to y'all's dry ass religion anyway.
please, you had Catholicism. Y'all had a ugly fucking, what is that called? What is service for called?
Mass?
Yeah, mass. Someone invited me to mass. It was a friendly gesture.
Here's the thing.
Once.
If somebody invites me to their religious service, out of respect, I might go. Out of respect and wanting to observe. That's why, when I got invited to the 2 bar mitzvahs that I went to, I immediately planned my outfit and was ready to go. Made sure I had some bobby pins to make sure I could pin my yarmulke down and everything. I went, I observed, I enjoyed it.
I can't relate. I wasn't as nice. I left about 5 minutes in. Sorry. I was like, girl, I'll see you tomorrow.
See, and the thing is that the bar mitzvah was almost all in Hebrew.
Yeah.
So I only understood fragments of it because your girl went to Bible college for a year and a half and picked up some Hebrew.
Oh, girl.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Which, by the way, that was
I have nothing I can get.
no, that was the beginning of a lot of Hebrew prayers.
Okay.
Just so you know, just for those who don't know.
Over the head.
Do you want me to say it again? Slower?
Overhead the head and back to the airport. What?
Do you want me to say it again but slower?
No, it's fine.
But it's so fun.
That's fine.
Anyway, it's
I
fine.
think I'll pass.
I'm good, thanks. I've had enough.
pass, yeah.
None for me.
No. No more neck today.
This is not AOC dining on Fuckerberg. I didn't know. I kind of went into this not really having a whole lot to say.
Oh, then.
Do you know that there's a brand of tired that we only know?
Yes.
There is that brand.
But I'm not tired enough to read somebody right now. All right, so.
Let me just sit back.
I think I told you about this. I told everybody I know about this. So I was at work. And I was in the bathroom using it, as you do.
Oh, no.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
And so I'm going to wash my hands, and some old white guy walks in. He's kind of nodding my head, and nod my head, and I'm like, okay, cool. Go to wash my hands, and this old fucking penguin.
You big fat white nasty smelling fat bitch.
This Danny DeVito penguin looking ass. Danny DeVito penguin looking ass. As I'm washing my hands, goes, I'm glad you people wash your hands, because most of you don't. So, don't know what he exactly meant by that. because you could have also been people that work in restaurants, because that's a fair concern. However, say that to a whole ass black man is privilege that he has, that he thinks he has. And he thought he would escape that unscathed that day. But lo and behold, Heifers, I was not the 1, the 2, or the 31 flavors he thought he was tasting. So, in response, I said, I'm glad you wash your hands too, so we don't have the plague again. And I left the bathroom. I surprised he didn't get written up for that. I'm very happy about that.
Do you know how hard
today,
when Vesta told me this, bitch, do you know how hard I laughed?
Today at work, some girl just asked me,
oh no,
how does your hair grow like that?
I was blessed by God, and she loved me enough to give me this texture. Next question.
How does your hair grow like that? Out of my head was my immediate response. It was about 3:50. It was time to go home. She went, no, I mean like that. And I looked.
You had like a curl right in front?
No, I looked. And she went, the best?
Mm.
I'm gonna get fired from this show. I keep coming with some sides. And then another girl Friday reached out and just tried to touch it. That's the story of my life, having my hair out.
What the fuck is this reach out and touch scalp bullshit that white people are on?
Right. I'm like, girl, my picks were sharpened. Don't think I won't stab you in the...
Just catch the right into the hand.
I will stab you straight in the raisin seasoners, girl. Ooh. Don't test me.
Just be like, do not touch my anointed.
Don't touch my hair. Don't know the rest of that song. Should probably listen to it.
Honestly, some
people really think that we're so, like, people don't. In some places, it's a little less of a problem. Mm-hmm. A little less of a problem. But in places where it's predominantly Caucasian, and people that think they can fit in with the Caucasians, all tea, no shade.
Yeah, when some things are looking a little too chocolatey, and they have to change.
Right, and they're just not that, or they're like, "Whoa, like you're an oddity. You're like a sideshow. Like you have to be looked at and like poked at."
Oh God, I get looked at so often when I go to majority white spaces.
Mm-hmm. Same.
And you know what I've stopped doing?
Caring.
Looking away.
Oh.
I kept somebody.
I do that too. Bitch. People have been so uncomfortable. It's great.
I've caught people staring at me. Oh, I dare somebody to stare at me when my hair is not tied back. Because I promise you, flip, boo.
Boo, bitch.
You look like you've never seen no melanin before. I mean,
but like I did this to this old lady, and she was about to cry. It was great. She was walking out of my job, and I don't know why she stopped and slowed down while I was standing there.
Like, girl,
I was putting an order in. So I looked at her, and she kept looking, and it went like, hello? And she jumped and walked out faster. Bitch. Again, I'm not the one at my job. Like, my bosses know this. I'm not the one.
Or the two.
Or the three.
Yeah. I guess this is kind of a rambly thing of saying
white people are annoying. Ooh. A lot of white people are annoying.
No. If it don't apply, let it fly, bitch. White people are annoying.
Yeah,
if it doesn't apply to you, then it doesn't apply to you. Y'all know who you are.
Y'all are just real. Y'all just...
Because the thing is, hang on.
Y'all so ugly.
Let me just make my point here. When we crack jokes and say white people this, that, and the other,
and you get mad about it.
Wait. It's a he ha ha. Move on with our lives, and nothing negative happens. When you bitches cast all this stuff of us being welfare queens, of us stealing things, of us being natural born criminals, of us having I could keep going. But when these things happen, those aspersions get permanently glued onto us and get us followed around stores, get us shot by the cops, get people to call the cops on us for no reason other than to have our goddamn door open, stuff like that. So until the script is flipped, and we can do that to you with no consequences, I will make all the white people jokes I damn well please.
And you ain't gonna do shit about it.
Until y'all actually rally.
And what will you do about it?
Nothing. Because until y'all rally around the Philando Castiles and the Tatiana Jeffersons, neither of which, or I'm sorry, the Philando Castiles, the Tatiana Jeffersons, the Botham Johns, those of us who are minding our own damn business or even trying to comply with what you were saying, but because the assumptions that y'all cast on us stick in these people of power's minds and cause us to die, until that starts happening on your end, get fucked, shut up. If I say white people this, that, and the third, it doesn't apply to you. I'm done.
The end. So our next musical break. What is it? Fuck. Oh, it's called The Way Back Home. Right.
Yes.
Vapor wavy,
Ooh.
timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff.
Some vaguely creepy vaporwave?
It's not really creepy. It kind of sounds sad. It's like a sad 80s movie. Like, it's the scene where, like,
after the
protagonist...
After the protagonist has a breakup?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's that.
Yeah. Oh, God, that does happen often.
Yeah, it's that. So, featuring Diana Ross.
Well... Anyway, as always, get into it, get your life, and we will be back.
We're not laughing. Okay, I guess. Got you.
You know what, nigga?
Got you.
I'm going home. Goodbye. Anyway.
You are the Winkiest Link. Goodbye.
Any the fuck way.
Yeah.
Welcome back, bitches.
Boo, bitch.
We have returned.
Boo, bitch.
Why did it sound vaguely like Solid Snake? We have returned. Anyway, so I actually don't really have much for my nerd shit. Actually, just kidding. I just beat Borderlands 3.
Oh, how was that?
So apparently they're actually really trying with the lore this time around. Because the writing, no shade to Gearbox, because Borderlands, above all else, is a really fun game, but the writing is a choice mostly. The series, for those who don't know, is basically a first-person shooter that, is Destiny's granddaddy, because it spawned the concept of first-person shooters that have randomized loot, like an RPG. Okay?
Okay.
And it's more often than not, it's just a giant playable meme. So, you'll see stuff, like one of the missions early on in Borderlands 3 is that you need to find the big suck with 2 C's.
I remember that.
Except you were trying to find parts of a succulent cacti.
Right.
But still. Let me see. What else were you trying to do? There's just there's so many different things. There's different things, different references. Sometimes there's just hilarious things, like when some of the bandits you kill, they'll have hilarious death lines like, "I demand a sky burial," or "My chili recipe dies with me."
Right.
"You'll never forget my name, which is..." That's it.
Hate it.
And the two main antagonists are the Calypso twins, Troy and Tyrene, for this one.
I dig that.
Ugh, I hate them so much, and I'm so glad you get to kill the fuck out of the both of them. And I'm gonna try not to spoil it too much, though the game has been out for like a month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a lot spoiled for me. But they're really trying really hard with this lore, in that like they're really expanding the lore of the sirens. The sirens are humans that have control over iridian energy, basically. And the easiest way to tell someone is a siren is that up their left arm they have these glowing tattoos.
I love Atlantis. Go on.
But it's only on the left arm, and it goes up to the chest and stops here.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
just,
Atlantis light.
yeah, sure. But they have different abilities. So like Lilith, from who's a character, who playable character in Borderlands 1, she has an ability called Phase Shift, where she'll Phase Walk, where she'll move herself into a slightly different plane of existence, cause all sorts of elemental havoc behind her before popping back into the regular plane of existence.
Whoa.
In the second one, Maya, the siren from that one, has an ability called Phase Grasp, where a giant spectral hand will... No, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of somebody else. Where an orb of siren energy will grab an enemy and hold them in the air and be like, you sit. I need to handle other people.
Oh, lit.
And then in the third one, you have Amara, which I already love her because she is clearly Indian coded.
Mm-hmm.
She has a very obvious accent, dark skin, darker features, long straightish hair.
Mm-hmm.
And I stan. But her, because of the way they redid the game, she has 3 different things to choose from. She has Phase Grasp instead of Phase Lock, which is basically the same thing as what Maya has, except a spectral hand pops up and holds somebody.
Into it.
She has Phase Slam, where she has 6 arms a la Shiva or something pop up behind her, and she jumps up and slams the ground with 6 spectral arms plus hers.
I was gonna say I love Octopus from Metal Gear 4.
Oh.
You don't remember her?
I'd have to see again. And then she has the Phase Blast, where she does the same thing with the arms, except shoots out a huge wall of energy.
This is all very Dragon Ball Z.
The sirens are the only ones that do that.
Cool. I dig it.
But, and obviously, do I want to do some spoilers or no spoilers?
No spoilers. We're queer. Borderlands is just queer memes.
Meanwhile, a friend of a friend, who's a friend of mine too, but I think she's still a little scared of me.
Mm-hmm.
She beat it like the day after it came out.
Oh, yeah, true.
I'm sorry, like 3 days after it came out.
True.
But the thing is, if you just slam through the story, it's like 20 hours total.
Oh, lit.
But me, I fucked around a lot, and it took me, I think I beat the game at like 39 hours in a few minutes. Because I was fucking off on a side mission, this, that, the third, going off trying to collect stuff, stuff like that. I picked Zane. Zane, not the Black Erotica author. Zane is the eldest of the group of people you can pick. Also, sidebar, can we talk? Actually, no, I'll jump on that in a second. You'll understand in a bit. But Zane is the operative class who has an ability to throw a drone that flies around and shoots things. Or, pop up a doppelganger of himself. Or have a shield that you can hide behind. Like just a big shield wall that you can hide behind. Zane is the only character in the game who can actually pick 2 action skills. That's what they're called. I went through the entire game doing the Sentinel drone and the Digiclone. Do you know how much fun that was?
A lot of what you just said went right over my head because I'm not a gamer girl. But go on.
Fine, then I'll just talk to the listeners. But my favorite thing to do later, as you get higher in levels, you get an ability called Doppelbanger. It's not as hang on.
Good cough. I'll try to sneeze.
It's not nearly as bad as it's not nearly as bad of a euphemism as it sounds. Basically, what it does is you hold down the same button you used to summon the clone, and after like a 5-second charge up time, it explodes.
I'm into it.
So you know what I've been doing?
Hmm.
Oh, and also if you just tap the button, you switch places with the clone.
I'm into that.
So you know what I've done a bunch of times?
Hmm.
Hey, clone, I'm going to summon you right behind some cover. Look, bad guys. Run into the middle of all of them.
Uh-huh.
Get their attention by shooting at them, and then switch. And then as soon as I finish switching, charge, bang.
Lit.
Took you a second to think about how that works?
Yeah, it still went over my head, but lit.
I run into the
right,
the
like and then you switch, and then you just Mega Man blaster them. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, not Mega Man Blaster. No, this is this is Vegeta in the Majin Buu saga.
Okay, so bigger Mega Man blaster.
Bitch. Anyway, you put some respect on the Prince of All Saiyans.
True. It's the only one that matters. We only appreciate good fathers on this podcast.
So Vegeta and Piccolo.
Yeah.
Who Piccolo has been lovingly adopted by the black community.
And oh, I'm just kidding. He's dead. I was talking about my daddy.
Yamcha?
Yeah, but he's not a dad. He's just my daddy.
Anyway,
and I'm like, oh yeah. I just had like a quick mental flash of him lying in a crater. I'm like, oh, yeah, he's dead.
So, but the main thing that I love about Borderlands is that they don't shy away from queer representation.
Yep.
It's been so long since I played the first one that I don't remember what said representation was. Aside from one of the playable characters named Brick, is canonically asexual.
Mm-hmm.
He just likes punching things. He's not interested in sex.
Mm-hmm.
The second game introduced Sir Hammerlock, which you don't know about yet. I'm saying you as like something about him later on. The pre-sequel, which came out after the second game, but technically takes place between the first and the second. So Borderlands 1.5, basically. That one of the main NPCs is very loudly a lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
Mike just flat out says, hey, go kill this guy because he won't stop flirting with me, even though I told him a bunch of times I'm not into dudes. And I'm like, all right, lit, let's go kill him.
Lit.
And then the third game, woof. Let's see. Amara is at the very least bi-curious, but I mean, everybody's a little gay from Moxie.
Mm-hmm.
Flack is non-binary, even though they're a robot. But Flack very clearly and unambiguously in all of the Borderlands media is explicitly referred to by they, them, even though they're voiced by Pros D.
Oh, yeah, true.
So what if they have a deep voice? They can still be non-binary and use they, them. Sup.
Right.
Let me think. Hammerlock, you find out, is a raging homosexual.
Lit.
His sister is also a colossal bitch, and I'm so glad that I got to fight her.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I'm not gonna like spoil the actual finale of the game, but
Just don't spoil anything.
Getting back to the lore, though, like I was saying that there are only ever 6 sirens in the universe, or at least in that galaxy, at any one time.
Okay.
Not gonna. So far we've got Lilith, Maya, Amara. So the playable sirens from 1, 2, and 3, respectively. There was no playable siren in 4. I'm sorry, in 1.5. Though there was a siren whose name I forget, but she was an antagonist. So that's 4. Slight spoiler, so I can't say. I'm sorry. Tyrene, the antagonist for 3, is a siren. So that's 5. And then the 6th one is a spoiler, so I'm not going to say who she is.
Turn.
But there's, oh god, they're really trying with the lore, because towards the end of the game you get a device that you can use to actually scan things in the game that you don't know what they are at first. And if you scan all 33 of them, you find out some really deep lore about the game.
Cool.
And I feel like Borderlands 4, they're going to actually really try with the writing and really try with expanding more of the lore and finding the insert spoiler here, because I can't say what's happening. I'll tell Vesta off the air, though, because I don't think you much care.
I couldn't give 2 dog shits about that series. I'm sorry.
Even with the clear...
That's wonderful. Not my Josh.
Okay, it's not your ministry. It's fine.
It's not my judge.
It's not your zhuzh.
No.
Thought you were supposed to zhuzh things up. Anyway, so what you got?
Well, I'm trying to remember if I read this stuff.
Well,
I doubt it.
Well, one, I know you're going to start crying a little bit.
Venom 2.
Oh boy.
Have we talked about this? No, we haven't.
Have we?
No.
Sure. I think we at the very least had some speculation about it.
Okay, no, it's like official news about it.
Okay.
Shriek. Have I mentioned her?
Yes.
Tia Dalma's playing her.
Yeah, we did mention that.
Okay, cool.
Time.
I'm still gagged. Okay, yeah, this is old. Where's the new shit?
Mm-hmm.
There it is. My Babies. Cloak and Dagger got canceled on Freeform. I'm very annoyed that shit got canceled. Because that touched on some black ass fucking issues that needed to be talked about on TV.
It's almost like white people like silence against.
And they're like, it's a little too black now. They got into the fact that Voodoo isn't evil. Yeah. It's not evil unless you use it for evil. Mm-hmm. Which, you know.
How about that?
I'm so upset. Like, that was such a good show. It ended on a good enough note, though. Like, they kind of tied up ends and things. Mm-hmm. So if someone picked it back up, it wouldn't be hard to, you know, do something that Freeform can't do. I'm upset about that. Spider-Man Noir from Into the Spider-Verse is getting his own series.
Ooh.
It's going to be a hot-ass fucking mess, and I can't wait for it. Nick Cage better be doing it. Let's see. Oh, the news is dry.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I'm kind of upset.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look. Hold on. Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog's new design got leaked.
I saw that.
He actually looks good now.
Yeah, so I see, even when the first awful model came out, I kind of wanted to see the movie, like, get lit and go see it because it was going to be funny to laugh at while a little inebriated. Mm-hmm. But now that they made him look better, I really want to see it. I might even go see it sober.
Right. CW announces another Superman and Lois Lane TV show.
Can we?
Again. Another one. As if we needed more of what white boys wish they could ever be.
I'm tired.
I'm sick of that.
Can he
die?
Can we bring more black heroes?
Can he die?
To the
Can Superman go away?
Can we have more Icon?
Can Superman go away?
Can we have a dreadlock show?
For real?
Can we have Static Shock? Can we get
Static Shock back?
Can we actually get like a dark-skinned Storm that can act?
Can we talk about that? Marvel really did, like, one of the issues really did just release this horrible, like, so they blamed it on, she's in certain lighting so her skin looks yada yada yada. Girl looked like me, and if y'all know who I am, I'm like a DeBarge skin color. So Storm was in like the sky and in front of some white light, and she looked like a whole Mariah Carey with white hair. And they were like, the shading and the lighting. Bitch, and that doesn't, white light don't make us look
that light. Now here's the thing.
White didn't make us look from Lupita Nyong'o to Nicole Kidman. Bitch, what the... Bitch, that's not how lighting works. Nicole Kidman! Listen. Like a whole little Kim transformation in one frame of comic. And I'm like, y'all just don't know how to draw. Ooh. Y'all really don't know how to draw. Yeah. If y'all mean to tell me y'all can't keep the same skin color but highlights of the light that's reflecting off of dark skin, because that's what dark skin actually fucking does. If you don't, it's not that you can't learn that, you just don't wanna.
Yeah, go take some notes from Moonlight, bitch.
For real.
Go take some notes from Black Panther,
the original character sheets for Storm ain't no... Storm is blickety black. Pale. Storm made Kay look like DeBarge.
Yeah, like, see, the thing is, I failed the paper bag test.
Right.
Ooh. And Storm, like, made me look super light by comparison. Like Storm is supposed to be
Storm is the Black
unambiguously-
Panther logo on the brown paper bags.
Like Storm is supposed to be, if I remember correctly, in some origin story, she's a Kenyan immigrant.
Black. African.
Like get some
From the
motherland.
From the motherland.
Can we get some Aduda Catch?
Right.
Can we get? I mean, like Lupita's already in the MCU, but we like Lupita, like Yetide Badaki. Yetide, I think it's Badaki. You know who I'm talking about.
I'm kind of mad that they cast Lupita as the character that they did, though.
Oh, yeah, Yetide Badaki.
I'm not. That's a whole nother rant. Like, I love Lupita, and I love Nakia, but that was a real pointless character when you really think about her.
Don't. But yeah, that's Yetide.
Yeah.
She could be perfect for Storm.
And Storm in the original art is even darker than that.
Exactly.
Right. So.
And Yetide is a whole Nigerian actress.
Right. So. Get it together, Marvel Comics. What was I about to fucking say? But yeah, I love Nakia, but Lupita they could have put Lupita in a better role than that. Lupita should have been part of the Dora Milaje.
Ooh, I liked her in that role.
I did too, but it's just like she could have had a better one instead of love interest. Ex-girlfriend of T'Challa ? Probably, maybe, where they just left it really unclear, and I'm like, oh, I did. What else happened? I swear something else happened recently. We talked about that last week. Damn, there really ain't shit happening, huh? I'm kind of annoyed about that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, there's not really a whole lot happening.
Hello.
Oh no. Yes, I'm.
Oh, Mulan.
Oh,
right. I
was gonna
forgot
say, I hope you were gonna
about
mention
that.
But can I make a quick side note?
Go ahead.
Can we mention the Queen of Shade? I'm sorry, the reigning patron saint of Shade, one Prince Rogers Nelson. Unearthed Letters.
Oh yes. I can't wait to buy this fucking book. Oh my god, the volume was all the way up. Woo.
So, Unearthed Letters from Prince reveal the singer wasn't a fan of music by Ed Sheeran or Katy Perry. In the notes, which were found in his Minnesota home following his death in 2016, the musician criticized the industry for trying to ram the singers down our throats. We don't like their music no matter how many times they play it. The Guardian's Weekend magazine reports that Prince's estate have been rifling through his belongings in an attempt to generate income. And a collection of his letters have been compiled for a new book called The Beautiful Ones. Always.
That was a choice. I could have picked any other fucking.
Always. Every time.
I could have picked a different song than that. He made more than Purple Rain, just saying.
The book comes from Prince superfan Dan Hypenbring, that is a name, whom the singer had enlisted to work on his memoir before he died. Yeah, okay, girl, there is more than Purple Rain. Hypenbring, who worked with the Black Sweat singer, because everybody knows When Doves Cry. Can we pick a modern Prince song?
Oh, did they really put When Doves Cry? There you go.
So the beautiful
Black
ones,
Sweat,
Pussy
Cream,
Control,
Pussy Control.
Come.
Well, Come's not very popular.
So, hell, you could even reference Musicology. What's that one song he did for Happy Feet?
Song of the Heart. Oh, I love that song. Oh my god, that's one of one of my favorite Prince songs, actually.
Yeah, that's about it though. Like he just wasn't here for Ed Sheeran.
He wasn't here for a lot of people.
I mean,
he shaded Lady Gaga, Justin Bieber. That's my favorite.
You know what? I wanted to hear. I wish I could have known what his reaction was to Gaga doing the Sound of Music medley.
I don't
think
he would have I don't know if that's maybe a little too Caucasian for him.
The thing is, though, is that respect is given where respect is earned, and she ate the fuck out of that performance. Like,
as he said about her before, though, where they were asking him how he felt about Lady Gaga, Justin Bieber, he's like, different strokes for different folks. I make music, so I don't.
AKA.
I'm sorry. Who?
Literally, he was like, he really did just trail off. I made music, so.
Oh my god. Long live the Queen of Shade.
Queen of Shade. All right, Mulan.
Some of you girls could never.
Mulan. fucking lawn.
Oh boy.
They're reshooting most of the movie.
Why?
Because a lot of the main cast that hails from the country that the movie takes place in, commend that. They're all it for the police in regards to the Hong Kong protests right now. One of them quoted as saying, "I hope the police kill them all." Mulan is canceled.
I'm sorry.
Mulan's canceled. Like, I was really here for it. That first trailer really got me hyped up. Like, I was really here for that. And then that happened. I'm like, oh.
Wait, so they're reshooting a lot of the scenes and recasting people?
I don't know about recasting, but it is highly possible.
So then maybe it's soft canceled. Because if they're recasting all the problematic people...
I'm canceling Mulan as it is right now. If they recast people, there we go.
Sidebar, just kind of scrolling through my Facebook thing, I've been seeing people posting them and their kids' costumes. So who's been watching Drag Race? Because this is clearly
real shit.
A Drag Race look. There's a little girl here who's in a
emotional.
There's a little girl who's dressed up as half Maleficent, half Aurora, and I'm here for this. But yeah, nerd stuff has actually been pretty quiet lately. It seems like we can't really get a live time for everything.
Yeah, there's not. Yeah. Yeah.
I honestly...
What the fuck?
What?
I'm just reading headlines, and I feel like I should read articles more before I just start spouting these headlines out. But it's like Disney Plus downloads will disappear from devices if they leave the service. That's kind of scary. Like, oh, you canceled our subscription? Goodbye.
Oh, please. Hackers will find a way.
Right. Yeah. But Disney Plus is coming out. The Simpsons recently had a trailer with Disney Plus to promote it. And I'm getting it, y'all. Sorry. But yeah, I think that's it. Sorry, Nerd Section. I was really happy. I was rooting for you, but you flopped. All right. Do you have anything else to talk about?
I do.
One more thing.
So, this isn't going to be fiery at all. Maybe a little.
So stupid.
Maybe a little. So, I kind of felt the need to talk about this. So.
Buttons.
Always has decided to remove the Venus symbol from their packaging in order to be more inclusive of trans men and non-binary people. Basically, everybody who menstruates, not just women.
Which I have issues with, but go on. Don't worry. I'm not the idea, just who's doing it and why. That's what I have problems with. So you go first.
My issue over here is with all the cis women who probably didn't even notice that the packaging was there in the first place.
Real shit.
Who are now up in arms. Oh, this is an attack on my femininity.
Had that not been, my whole thing was that had that not been announced, there'd probably be nothing about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, this is an attack on my femininity. How dare you? I am fully defined by my pussy and nothing else.
Can you buy it? Like, can you buy it? Can you use it? The end.
I'm like, this is on packaging that is getting thrown away.
Really though?
This is them trying to be a bit more inclusive. This does not affect you in the slightest whatsoever. Nobody is trying to get you to redefine how you define yourself as a woman. Why is this an issue? Like, I have been off and on with somebody on my Facebook group who I'm not going to say. How about this? The former Miss Meeks.
Mm-hmm.
So if she ever hears this, she knows who I'm talking about. Like, I am friends with someone on here who I've been off and on with. Like, I've genuinely been trying to figure out why is she big mad about this. I do not get it.
Yeah.
And
a lot of people on my friends list are like sharing, like really passive aggressively sharing articles and stuff against it, and then I'll comment and then they'll delete the entire post.
It's almost as if your statement doesn't have any ground to stand on. Like, girl, inbox me if you must. If you ever hear this, inbox me if you must. I would like to know why this is such a big issue for this. I want to know why them being more inclusive and changing nothing about how you use your products, when you use their products, I want to know why this is such an issue for you. Why is them being more inclusive an issue for you? Why is your femininity all of a sudden under attack? Nobody told you your pussy don't work no more. Nobody told you that nobody told you that you can't use that product anymore because they took the Venus symbol off. It is literally a smidge of ink. Something that a misprint could have removed from the packaging in the first place. So, what's the real truth, sis? Why are you mad? Are you just looking for a reason to? Are you looking for a reason to hate on trans people?
You wanted trans people to stay below you.
And you know what the gag is? You know what the biggest gag of them all in this whole situation is? People are too busy. People are yelling at trans women about this, and I'm like,
yeah, it's just like they got most of the time because gender affirmation surgery does not, make someone
menstruate.
Yeah. That, and I wasn't going to say that, but like, I mean in the case of people that don't get that. Because there are some trans women that don't. So like...
Yeah, and that doesn't make them any less valid.
Yeah, there we go.
Why are we using this as an excuse to jump on trans women when they are like,
we don't use that shit.
Sis, we don't know her.
Right, this is for transmasculine?
Transmasculine people, basically anybody with a uterus that may not necessarily identify as a woman. This is being more inclusive of them,
right? So,
and I love that people are going, "Oh, this is catering to a tiny minority." If I remember correctly, the percentage of trans people, as far as the rest of the population, is what, like 2-3%.
That was intersex.
That's also, if I remember correctly, that's also trans people. That's also intersex people. That's also intersex people. That's also redheads.
I thought that was just intersex, though.
You know what? Let me pause my rant real quick.
Because I'm like, I know what you're referencing, but I'm pretty sure that was just intersex people. Because that 2% of the population being trans is very wrong. Whoever said that.
Okay. Real quick. Varying ranges for criteria estimate that the percentage of population that identifies as trans is between 1.2 and 6.8%.
Oh, that's some bull. All right, go on.
So
that's bullshit.
So
but I remember intersex being 2%. But yeah, that was the thing. People arguing, not realizing that intersex people also exist.
Yeah. So I'm just over here baffled. I am genuinely baffled. And I would like somebody who's upset about this to truly sit down and get past their emotions, calm down a little bit, and then tell me why this is an issue. Why is this an issue for you? Why is this a problem? Why does this affect you? Why is this an attack on your femininity? Because until you can give me some kind of reasoning behind why you are so upset about this, and one that doesn't shit on trans people, or
make joke of them,
or basically makes the statement that your femininity is defined by packaging. If you can tell me a reason why you're mad beyond those, I might have half an ear for you. If you have some actual credibility behind that, I might have an entire ear for you.
But you won't.
But until then, your anger is unjustified, pointless, and a waste of energy and space. Get off of Beyonce's internet and go do something, fulfilling, like continuing to ignore trans people like you do until they do something you don't like. And I'm done.
Here's what I have to say about this. I don't really like that Always made a real big PR stunt out of this. They really thought that was just going to go okay. I don't like that it was a huge news spectacle. Look at us. We removed the Venus symbol. We're inclusive now. That's the same thing as pick me whites going, hey, I defend black people at every turn. And notice me. Acknowledge me. If you're really an ally to whatever oppressed group you're trying to represent, you don't make a spectacle out of it. Because that's like the people that were giving homeless people food and or a ton of money and then filming it and putting it on YouTube for clout. Same shit.
It's disgusting.
Same shit. So I don't trust. Fuck you. Anyway, so that's first of all. But y'all really thought y'all were just gonna come out here and this is gonna be okay. Y'all thought people were gonna be like, "Wow, yes, inclusive of trans people."
Yes.
Right, yes. Like trans people are officially just officially accepted. Right.
Tell that to the dozens of black trans women that have been getting
are being murdered. Yeah.
Tell that to all the queer people that get attacked. Tell that to I forgot something I was mad about.
Oh shit.
I'm not because I got places to go, things to do, people to see. Fuck Rosario Dawson.
Who?
Fuck her and her bitch ass mama and her totally, absolutely, completely, believably straight boyfriend too, just because.
Who is that?
I'm sorry. Wait,
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not.
you actually don't remember who Rosario Dawson is?
Who? Yeah, who is that? I don't.
Cory Booker's alleged girlfriend. She was Mimi in the movie version of Rent. I'm trying not to mix her up with Zoe Saldana because problematic Afro-Latinas. You know what? I don't even care to point out who she is. You can do some research if you want.
Yeah, I'm like.
So there's been a story surfacing of her beating and intentionally misgendering a trans man that was living in a house on her property.
We gotta stop it there.
What's the addy? I just want to talk.
Literally. The end. Cancelled.
Cause what we not gonna do?
I want her blocked. I want her reported for spam in all countries. Blocked. Deleted. Goodbye.
Like, girl, you already got this farce of relationship going on with Cory Booker, who just needs to come out of the damn closet already. But like, why though? Like, all these people doing all this shit, it always comes back to, but why though? What does it gain you to be a piece of shit? Why do you think we end this show every time with do better?
Right.
Try to be a better person. This is not being a better person. This is A, committing a whole ass crime, but B, committing a whole ass crime against an already marginalized person.
Right.
I cannot wait for more details to come out about this, and I pray she gets thrown to jail, and I don't even pray. But anyway, I've had it. Like I said, I got places to go, things to do, people to see, but fuck Rosario Dawson. And just for fun, fuck Cory Booker too, because I know she don't. So, that wraps up yet another episode of The Baldwin Kids. If you've got any questions, comments, great ideas, or would like to say hi, shoot us a like and a DM on our Facebook and Instagram pages. You can also get a hold of me on Twitter and catch hands on PSN. I'm available on both as the Iron Magnus. That is THEIRONMAGNS.
I'm sorry, they kind of sound like Google Voice with a cold. I appreciate you. I cherish you, but anyway, I'm on Instagram as Vesta with 2 underscores. Love Notes is out everywhere. Who Are You Now is out everywhere. The 3rd album is coming. Wait, well, not, sorry. 2nd album, sorry.
I'll bet it is.
Yep. Just like my pussy. Y'all don't have any idea how relevant that is, but anyway.
What is pussy?
Yeah, true. That's basically half the album.
But we are independent black creatives, and we will see you next time. Make sure to drink some water, take your meds, and do better.
Unpleasant dreams, darlings. Alright, okay, yeah, we're done. We're done. Goodbye.
Bitch! Rude. Bye, y'all.